Hey guys, Ryder-Oz here, and I'm pissed. I'm pissed of the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view that WWE pulled out. Man, I was expecting less going in because I know they're gonna screw this one up, especially their Fox debut. Oh man, I really wanted to make a video that is explaining why this could be the best time to be a wrestling fan, because again, you can get like a almost a wrestling program every day of the week, and then also the Wednesday Night Wars is full swing. And the moment they had SmackDown on Fox, that's going to be a different topic. But the one that really grinds my gears is the main event of Hell in a Cell between the Fiend Bray Wyatt versus Seth Rollins. First of all, I really hated how they presented the match. This is just in my opinion, I really hated the fact that they actually used that dark red lighting because it obscures the fact. I mean, they did this as a visual choice to present that it's like the domain of the Fiend. But I really hate the lighting that they did because again, the red color is so dark you can barely see what's happening inside the match. Well, this is just a visual aesthetic that I hate. Some people might like it, some people don't, and I'm part of those people who don't like it. Anyways, moving on to the match. It was used to protect, well, supposedly protect both men in the match. We can see Bray Wyatt no selling a candlestick attack. He's been kicking out on curb stomps by Seth Rollins and super kicks. He's been into a table, but he's been kicking out still. And what really baffles me with this match is that if you're for the creative team, why would they even book this match? I mean, if you want Seth Rollins to win, but you don't want Bray to lose this early, that disqualification stipulation or that happened, the finish, man, why even do it in a Hell in a Cell match? I mean, okay, when last year happened, when Brock Lesnar interfered in the match in previous years Hell in a Cell, that had, you know, it makes a lot of sense because the uh, competitors were unable to continue the match because Brock Lesnar interfered. I get that. But with this case, Seth Rollins used a ladder, he used a steel chair, and a toolbox to hammer down on the Fiend's face, which is technically legal because this is a Hell in a Cell match. And I mean, the creative team really, I don't know what's happening with the creative team. I gave hope. I gave hope that they would somehow have a better track record this time now that Paul Heyman is the person in charge on Raw. I guess not. I guess it's still Vince's call. You know what I mean? And I rarely rant about this kind of stuff. Heck, I was a big fan back in 2011, back when that, you know, before, actually in 2010s, actually, before the summer of punk happened, which is the one of the dark ages of WWE, where the Miz was champion, where The Rock is appearing right there, everything. And to see this, man, I'm just glad that AEW is here, and now I'm having alternatives to watch. I would I would rather watch some reruns of Impact Wrestling on Twitch than watch any WWE products up to this point. And it's kind of baffling to me. Um, Also, but I do think that it's also the fault of the fans. Because recently, WWE put up a poll on the outcome. What should be the outcome of the match? And most people actually voted for the match to end in a disqualification. And this is the first time, one of the few times, where WWE listened to its fans. I think that this poll that was made on Twitter actually affected the booking of this match. And I think the reason why is because the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view was barely supported or advertised. Back in SmackDown's case, after SmackDown has aired, there are only 4 matches that were announced. And I do believe that the people who mostly answered the disqualification stipulation of what's going to be the end of it are people who aren't aware that it is a Hell in a Cell match. I honestly believe that they just thought it was a singles match and not the Hell in a Cell match. Or, I don't know, maybe some people really just want to, you know, mess around and they didn't expect it to happen. I don't know. Maybe we are to blame. Some people of us are to blame with this. But they should just, you know, if they are unsure about the booking of the match, then don't book the match. Like, if you don't book Bray against Seth Rollins, who you don't want to lose as the champion, then don't do it. There are plenty of guys that they can use in the title picture, but they chose Bray Wyatt, who is one of the hottest characters right now in the wrestling world. And it's a shame that it's basically all the momentum that Bray Wyatt carries. Well, for me at least, it's already dead. I don't really care about the post-match beatdown that he did. And setting a Hell in a Cell match to end in a disqualification. Man, that's just messed up. You know, Mankind fell down the top of the cell, down to the announcer's table. They went to get a stretcher. He went up again. He got chokeslammed. He still went up. Undertaker tombstone him in the mat. 1, 2, 3. That's the finish. That's more brutalizing than a person using a toolbox, mashing it in the face of a guy who has a mask and was supposed to use a sledgehammer, and when you use it, the referee stopped the match. But technically, it makes sense, I believe, because although the Fiend is a character, the reason why they stopped the match is because Bray is still a human. So I think that's the finish that they went to. That Bray is still a human, he's still a performer, he's still an athlete, and no matter how brutalizing Seth Rollins did, they still thought he's still human. And they got to show it there. The medics went, was supposed to help the Fiend, of all people. And then he got back up and used the mandible claw on Seth Rollins. People want the match to be restarted, but to no avail, because that's the ending that they want to have. And I don't want to see a Survivor Series match between Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar anymore. That's just fucked up. Anyways, I've been stressing out with this Hell in a Cell fiasco, and maybe I should just take a break in WWE in general and just focus on AEW for now. I don't know. So, what are your guys' thoughts about the Hell in a Cell main event pay-per-view? Like I mentioned, I want to make a video about the Kofi situation, but that's gonna be a story for another day. So again, thanks guys. Bye for now.